car still feels slow. That's my overall consensus, which is kind of disappointing. It makes the boost, but it doesn't have the same amount of torque, I guess. So you guys know when you're in a turbo car, it comes on really strong. This one, you really have to force it. Like, my foot is all the way to the floor and it's still coming up to 19 PSI, but it takes forever to get there. About like 4,600 RPM is when it's like really peak boost right there, and it's pulling as hard as it can, and then it falls on its face around 6,000, just because the cam that I have is not designed to pull any harder than that. We can double check on the manifold and make sure that the crack is not there. It might have come back through the aluminum that I put down. So let's pop the hood really quick. Let's take a look. All right. So it was right down in here. Not seeing anything, so I don't think the crack is back. You guys would be able to see that. Not sure. What's up, guys? So it is a new day. Super snowy outside, super cold. We're gonna pull the car into the garage. I've had another day to think about what could be going on with the car, and I think I have an answer. So yeah, let's pull the car in and I'll show you guys what I think is going on. So a few weeks back, I loosened the blow-off valve just because I have the diverter valve set up. You don't need it to be as tight. Or I didn't think I needed it to be as tight, because the tighter you have this screw on top, the harder it is for the car to actually open up the blow-off valve. So it goes from boost to vacuum, which opens up the plunger inside, and it's going to let the air out and it's going to recirculate it into here. My theory was the looser that I had it, the easier it would be able to open. This thing is a spring-loaded piece inside, so the looser you have it, the less resistance the spring has, the less the engine or the vacuum to boost threshold needs to be to open the plunger and let the air back into the intake tract. And I think that is what is causing my issue with not having as much torque and bottom end power in the car. So I thought I was doing myself a favor in loosening that, but I actually think I created a boost leak, because when the engine is running, it is in vacuum, and if this is too loose and this is pulling too much vacuum, the plunger should just stay up, because it's pulling that much vacuum that it's actually sucking the plunger inside up, and we aren't actually making a seal while the engine's running. So I'm gonna go ahead and actually tighten this, and we'll take it for a spin and see if it makes the low end power and boost a little bit sooner, like I think it will. Alright, and from that little adjustment, everything should be fine. I don't really have a way to test it, because for some reason this car just doesn't make boost while it's just running. I've never got it to spool up the turbo or make boost when it's just in neutral. So we have to drive it to find out. And of course, it's super snowy out today. I don't really want to take the car out. So I'll probably just leave off there. We still have the gaskets and stuff on the way and all of that stuff. So we'll be replacing that when we do the turbo, or not the turbo, the new head. So yeah, that's still on the way. We've got all those parts and some new other parts on the way as well. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for this video. I hope we fix this, and we'll see in the next video. I'll take you guys for a spin and we'll see if it works.